Hi, welcome to Celebrating Act Two, our blog with John Coleman and my partner,
Art Kirsch.
Art Kirsch, the master blogger. Art, I remember as a kid, music. Music seems to define a generation in some ways. And one of the things that I remember is all those songs I could still sing the lyrics to. And I was fascinated when you introduced us to the Delta 88s. The Delta 88s is a blues band of people who are, what, over 50? They're all over 50. And they're still playing and still rocking and rolling.
Yeah, so the interesting thing about it happened to be somebody who read about a small article about me in a local newspaper and just called up and said, hey, we're having a 19th anniversary. Could you be interested in documenting that? And the thing that was fascinating to me about it is that how many garage bands were there when we were kids,
Yeah,
when you were kids,
absolutely.
and people who then had to start abandoning that because
Earning
they had
a living.
earning a living, paying for mortgage and
Yeah.
places for the kids and automobiles
Right.
and on and on and on and on, and basically gave it up.
Yeah.
And here was a group of guys and a gal who were all over 50 when they decided that even though they were still working and
Right.
some of them were getting ready to retire, that they wanted to pick up music again. And in an accidental, almost accidental way, a couple of them fell into each other and they started, and it's 20 years later.
Yeah, yeah, and great music, great music. I don't think you have to be a fan of the blues to appreciate the Delta 88s.
And their energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're great people with all divergent backgrounds. One was a college professor.
Sure.
Another one was a fire chief.
And half of them are still working.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what their ages are, but they're all certainly over 50. They're, quote, of retirement age, but they're working because they like it, and they're playing music at clubs. Let's see, they've played at the House of Blues, they've played at the Coach House, they play at street fairs. These guys are active because they love it, not because they need the money.
Right.
It's a
in
wonderful
fact,
group.
sometimes I don't even get paid for their gigs. They just love playing music.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They're a great example of what everybody over 50 ought to do. Not necessarily music, but a great example of following your passion and enjoying life. And don't stop having fun.
yeah. So on Celebrating Act Two, our website, you'll see a number of stories about not just music, but there's a fellow who went into the entertainment business,
Right.
and, a version of radio.
How about Tricia?
Former Ice Capades, an Olympic hopeful skater.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Now
skater.
she's a videographer.
Videographer. So,
There are a lot of great stories about Act Two, and some of them are business stories, and some of them are entertainment stories,
and some of them are health stories to help us maybe better address or think about ways of addressing health issues that we may
Sure.
run into, and have a chance for more successful outcomes, and then to continue living our Act Two well into our 80s and 90s.
You bet. And I think that's one of the things about Celebrating Act Two. We're always searching for stories that are interesting and entertaining, but there's always an element of inspiration too, isn't there?
Take us. we're bringing this to you. We're inspirational.
Take us, please. Yeah. Anyway, we hope you look at the Delta 88's videos
On
On-
www.act2.com.
celebrating.com.
Thank you very much.